Let's be honest, 2016 made me want to kill myself. There was a lot of vitriolic race baiting going on, the Brexit thing happened, thousands of people are dead or at risk of starvation in Syria and Yemen. Donald Trump was elected president, girls got picked up for another season even though literally 4 people watch it.
Why are you being so mean to me?
But it's okay, we're gonna be fine. I keep telling myself that. And while I normally cover awful, terrible topics that make me really hate mankind after reviewing the year just passed, I'm happy to tell you, there was actually some good mixed in with all the bad. So on a more positive note, let's take a look at some of the dope things that happened in 2016. 2016 was a good year for conservation efforts and renewable energy. The US government abandoned plans to drill for oil and gas in the Atlantic, which is probably up in the air now because we have a president who negotiates internationally on taking down renewable energy sources when they happen to block the views of his spectacular golf course. But we move on! Oh, and the Obama administration also banned offshore exploration and drilling for oil and gas in the Arctic until 2022. Again, that's still up in the air now, but good things are happening. For example, Portugal ran on renewable energy for 4 days straight, showing the world that it's possible. And then Costa Rica was like, fuck that, we'll show you, Portugal. And they ran solely on renewable energy for 100 days. New research also showed that acid pollution in the atmosphere is now almost back to pre-industrialization levels. And when we're gonna talk about conservation efforts, the wild tiger population increased for the first time in 100 years. Giant pandas are fucking again, and they're no longer endangered. Manatees are no longer endangered. Green sea turtles are no longer endangered. Humpback whales are no longer fucking endangered. 2016, let's go! How white was that? That was one of the things that was terrible about 2016, the dabbing. 2016 was also pretty solid for global health in general. The World Health Organization released a report showing that global malaria deaths have declined 60% since the 2000s. Harvard scientists then went on and created a new platform for antibiotic discovery that may help solve the crisis of antibiotic resistance. These are all good things. The population of the US adults who have dementia and Alzheimer's has decreased by about 1 million people compared to 2012. And medical breakthroughs in ALS identified a new gene that contributes to the disease. And we did that because of the influx of donations caused by the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, which I also took part in 2015. There's also now an Ebola vaccine. Zika's threat was downgraded. I went down to Miami, I got bit by mosquitoes. I don't think I have Zika, so that's good. Like overall, there was some political and economic progress in the world as well. World hunger reached its lowest point in 25 years. Since the 90s, the prevalence of undernourishment in developing countries has been cut almost in half. It's a huge deal. Teen birth rates hit an all-time low in the US. This was mostly due to articles with titles like "Millennials don't like to have sex" and the fact that we're too busy Instagramming our lives to actually go out and have sex. And I guess it's a testament that Tinder's not really working out for anyone, but that's good. At least we don't have teenage pregnancies. And then homelessness in the US declined by 35% since 2007. And cities like Los Angeles are making strides in combating this issue. Only this year alone, LA committed $1.2 billion to get people off the street. And then internationally, Colombia and the FARC rebels agreed to end their civil war after 50 years, which a lot of people think will be amazing for Colombia in general. And over in Nigeria, over 800 Boko Haram hostages were rescued by the Nigerian army. In the Middle East, Israel now makes 55% of its fresh water through water desalination. Considering that the drought and famine that Syria experienced was a contributing factor to the ongoing conflict there, this is huge news for the Middle East. Maybe. So overall, what I'm trying to say is there were some improvements in 2016, and it was not all that bad. Yes, some of our favorite celebrities died. Yes, populist, anti-globalist sentiment grew alongside white nationalism, and most importantly for me, I broke up with my girlfriend and became a belligerent drunk again. But that's precisely the point I'm trying to make here. No matter what we think is happening to us, the world is going to keep spinning, and good things are going to keep happening alongside the bad. And what truly matters is our perspective. So when looking back at the glass of 2016, it's up to us to decide whether it's half full or half empty, even if it's half full of shit.